exactly know what, but certain death seems to be on the table. Amity, the ghost, is like, hey guys, don't do it. And we're like, Amity, you can't stop a train that's already in motion. And so we go through. There's some airlock doors, which really paints the scene. It's cool. We're entering a lab environment. We get that. And then we get in there, and there's like just like this freaking horseshoe of vats, and they're all like hooked up, and they've got human-like creatures in there. But it's like, what the fuck was this guy doing in here, Dr. Whitting? And I'm not. When do we meet the ghost of Dr. Whitting? Later on, but we meet the ghost of Dr. Whitting, and I think he's also the dead guy in the corner. There's a dead guy in the corner too. Um, and so, anyways, so Sonny, he's like looking for a sign of life in the vats, and there's like this. I assume a chick, and she's all like morphed up. She looks kind of like Mewtwo, from Pokemon,
Now you
and she's
mention it.
like, yeah, right. She's like, heal me, and he's like, oh, okay, like if that's what you really want, but I prefer my friendships to go on a little bit longer. So anyways, she's like, cut off the power and kill us all, please. Endless torment, I'm sure. Um, and so, anyways, so there's this other room that's just off of the lab, and in the middle of it, there's kind of, I guess, a bit of a generator magnet situation. Not really, not totally 100% on that, but on a table, there's this floating orb of light, but it's an orb. Um, and we're like, okay, we gotta take that, right? Um, and uh, And so we decide that the best way to do that is to oh frick, I forgot. We didn't just enter that room. It was occupied. It was like a bathroom dial. Um so so anyways, so we go and and we head to the door, and it's like it's the dials turned over that it's occupied, which is hilarious. It's not like there's even a bathroom in there, right? Like I don't know. It's just a funny key lock system. So, anyways, I try to thieves tool through that, and then it switches over to vacant, and that's when we meet the ghost of Dr. Whitting. I remember it was good. So, anyways. So Ghost doesn't really seem to like perceive us. And then we try to take the orb, which is where I was at before. And basically, so Solas tries to hit it, and then it throws us back 10 feet. Deals a bit of damage. Um, and then the ghost, he realizes that we're fucking around, and he's like, "Rah!" The rage. And I'm like, oh my god, like I need to steal this thing. So I try to knock it out of position with an arrow. Once again, we're flung back 10 feet. Once again, we take some damage. Um, so, anyways, we all start throwing down with the ghost of Dr. Whitting. Dr. Whitting starts like waking up these motherfucking vat creatures, and Ollie was like the freaking archangel of death for these motherfuckers. Like the amount of times I like shot an arrow through their fucking souls and just took them out of their misery. Like holy shit. Yeah, I was killing the fuck out of vat creatures. I mean, like everybody was, and they like when they hit, they like hit. But yeah, we were really fucking killing them, which is awesome. It was really cool. So anyways, so Ollie's all like, "What the fuck am I gonna do with this whole orb situation?" And it was after twice getting knocked out by it that I thought, oh, maybe I should just go for a gentler approach. And so luckily, I had just bought that extremely insulated and lovely coat from Lady Godiva before we left Naglamund, and I threw that over the orb and whoop, just scooped it right into my backpack. That cut off the power source. But you know, that was later. That was after Sunny had like fireballed the shit out of all of the electrical equipment. So it's really hard to say who saved the day on that one initially. Um, then basically we're kicking ass. We're taking names. We're bashing brains. And then Dr. Whitting decides, oh, chemical warfare. And he basically mustard gases us with a spell called Cloud Kill. Solas goes down. And then, yeah, it's all pretty much awesome. Not awesome. Um, so who goes? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So it was you. You goes and he drags Solus out. So I guess that maybe he deserves a chunk of treasure, as to our previous discussions. But whatever, whatever. Then we all get ourselves through the airlock, and then we're like it's done. You know, we're hanging. We've gone to that chill little apartment kind of in the lab. We're just hanging out, Sunny's scavenging energy bars, protein bars, like it's nobody's business. And then Ollie is just rubbing her balls together, and she learns some really cool things about both of them. Actually, all three of them. We learned awesome shit about all three of them. So the glowing fire orb from Yaramukai, we were. As it turns out, Ollie, the thief, has been carrying around a freaking ball of diamond and not noticing. So that's embarrassing. And then she now is magic. You have a magic freaking thief. The Eye of the Earth gives her a shield of faith once per short rest. And the breath of air, or our newest ball, on the thing, it can cast Storm Sphere once per long rest. And then otherwise, we could use it as a fucking electrical bowling ball. We could just bowl it into the middle of enemies. Somebody else could shoot it, and then boom, they're all flung around 10 feet. It's pretty cool. Anyways, so yeah, Sunny goes and says his like final goodbye to the vat creature. We find out that in the war, no one actually won. You know, no one was victorious. I guess that's too bad. It seems like Dr. Whitting probably wasn't actually on the good guy team, though. You know, just given the human experiments, it just seems like it's probably. And I mean, like, but like, fuck that guy a little bit. Anyways, I'm not sure who killed him. That's a fucking mystery. But that would be cool. Anyways, so yeah, so we got our magic balls. Sunny sends his friend off into a good thing. And then yeah, we all leave. We're headed out. There's another rock lizard. It was pretty dick of us to attack it first. But I guess we were in a dick mood. Like I said, trains in motion. Um,
Choo
anyways,
choo.
yeah,
I choo choose chaos.
yeah, right.
Can't
um,
stop this train! Wreck.
and then we said goodbye to the lovely Naga who sent us on this exciting adventure. And she is gonna die alone in a fucking cave, so that's nice. Her name was Rodoram, which apparently means noble watcher. It reminds me a lot about my friend in university, Ramrod, who was neither of those things. But he was fun. So anyways, we have to say goodbye to Harena for Rodram, because she's motherfucking dead. She doesn't know where other orbs are, but we're like, okay, we gotta find like the other orbs. She gave us some clues. The water orb is to the far, far east. And the fire orb is to the far, far west. So basically, I think we can get out there, we can flip a coin, and follow Ollie's lead. She is great at directions. That's it.
You emerge from the cave, saying goodbye to everyone and everything inside of it. look out at
Hi,
the
Rodram.
world. There is some heated discussions between some of you over exact division of treasure.
Yeah, what an uppity new bitch.
Do you stop here or continue travelling somewhere and have this discussion?
Sonny wants the XL5 ball.
What?
I realise none of you get that reference.
I think
Not even a little.
Fireball
would be-
XL5.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I realise none of you get that reference.
Go ahead there, you.
I think it would be more of a moving and talking.
Oh, now you're going round it.
I never triggered it the first time.
That's true, that was Matt. I mean, Zhao Dao.
Speaking of, he is strangely absent as you exit this cave, but then again, he also didn't enter and seemed to be quite afraid of caves.
You know what? He seemed really aloof, and I'm saying that as an extremely aloof person. Well, guys, I guess we know that we have to go either east or west. So, what are we thinking? What's the majority vote?
We should head back to Neglamon to resupply first.
Oh,
Resupply
okay.
with what? If you're thinking food, Sonny kinda got that covered.
I got this big cloak, and I got balls.
Whatever.
Head up Mun to see.
I would like more arrows. And don't we have to say goodbye for Henrietta for Rodram?
Well, we are.
Ram-
Yes.
Oh,
got
yeah,
that, yes.
yeah, Harena. But was Harena still in Neglamund when we left? I don't know. I guess
was.
it's a big place, but I didn't see her anywhere.
Worst case, we can get a lead.
Well, I mean, okay, all right. Well, so Rodram is going to be dead in the cave. I think we can say goodbye to her for her to Harena whenever we run into her naturally. But I mean, if arrows are the issue and we need to travel either east or west, and I think we both know, all know, that war is going to be breaking up between Neglamund and Naban pretty soon. I'm just saying that maybe we're not in exactly the prime location that we would like to be in. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we go all the way down past Lochmond. I don't know, maybe pop in, have a few grogs with Aegis, see how Tass is holding up, and then we can take the road down and pop over to Grove, because I think we all know that good arrows come from Grove. That solves, like, pretty much all of our problems all in one shot. We get out of the war zone, we head over to Grove, we find the stone, and then we could head off west and restore peace to the frickin' world. To Duller. Eh?
Sonny thinks there's a chance we might find a water orb at the beginnings of one of the rivers, and there's one river really near, and one river Sonny really doesn't want to go to the source of.
That's a good point, though, Betty. Like it. So, yeah, we could go to the river, but it's supposed to be in the east, and maybe, and I'm just spitballing here, but those tree things, those bushy bush things, they really like water. I've heard that.
Both rivers are east of us.
A grove has all of the bushy tree things. So maybe Grove has all of the water, and they use the water stone to water all the bushy trees.
Sonny has no idea how bushy trees work. He just knows that there's water over there and there's a lot of it.
I'm just saying, we gotta go east. I mean, Grove is at best south.
Well, let me throw my 2 cents in.
We can go for both.
Oh, wait a second. I'm really bad at directions. You're right. You're right. That's west. Grove is to the west. I don't know how Grove got all the bushy tree things. Maybe it grows off of fire. Maybe that's where the firestone is. Either way, Arazid needs arrows.
Well, I mean, if memory serves, there were merchant stalls along. That's the case right now, but probably purchase things over there. If not, may have to just hold out for a few days. But personal opinion, we head over to Lockmond. Then at the point where the road splits, we either head over to Dras or Rock Lake, as those are the most likely candidates currently, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, what he said.
So as long as I feel like it'd be wise to sit close to the road, so.
Well, Solas is obviously the natural leader, so let's all just do what he said, huh?
I really don't know how that came to be, but yes, I am.
So, wait, what are we doing?
We're headed over to Lochmond, and then we're going to go to the fork in the road, and then we're either going to go to Yaris or we're going to go to Blue Rock Lake.
So he's going to be really annoyed if it turns out one of the orbs is at the other end of the river. We're going to have to come all the way
Yes.
back.
Which...
I think the DM laughed. That means we're going to have to come all the way back.
I mean, you remember there is an elevator at Juris to get to the bottom of the Death Knell Cliffs, so you wouldn't have to go all around, you know, the outside, yada yada yada, or vice versa. You could go up the river itself, or down.
Ooh.
I meant this river.
Ah,
There's this river, and then there's this river,
right.
and this
Okay,
river
there's
is
that
closer than this river.
stream. Okay, there's that.
Fair enough.
There's this river that has lots of water, this river where somehow they're able to directly control the flow of water, and then there's Grove, which I hadn't even thought of.
And then there's Grove.
Well, Grove is to the south. I would believe that would count as being to the east. West.
Well, we have to ask which way the map is pointing.
Well, north is the top bit. So,
Yes, but this could be an ancient map, which has different directions compared to our modern one.
do you think the world would have flipped over in that time?
Who knows?
The evening draws on.
There's one easy way to find out. Hey, Lena, which side of the planet does the sun rise and set round here?
In the way that you would imagine it would.
Okay, so the world's not at a 90-degree tilt then. That get confusing.
That is a, that is a valid thing to wonder about in a post-cataclysmic world. Sometimes magnetic poles do switch. You come to an oval-shaped ruins, half poking out of the dust, but it seems to provide some cover. Do you make camp?
Ooh, we also, if they're still in Nagamamon, we should also really ask Huggoblin something. Because they went to the ruin thingy that's to the north. And came back alive. Maybe there was something up there. Or maybe Giraffes went up there to grab something and bring it back. Does anyone else remember that?
No,
you
could you...
moves to start setting up camp.
Yeah, okay, while you does the work, could you refresh me on what you're talking about there, good buddy?
When we looking for ruins that were north of Duras... No, wait, when we were coming away from ruins that were... What the fuck? Oh, hey, we're in a marina. When we were looking for ruins... No, when we were coming away from the ruins where we found the original orbs, that I forget the name of, that were north of Duras, we bumped into Hugbear, who was heading... and Naga, who were heading north.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
And they were heading to a place north.
Uh-huh. But weren't they looking for Yaramukai?
I don't think they were, because they said that they knew where Yaramuki was, and that Yaramuki was a place you weren't meant to go, which is good, because we told them we hadn't been there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Huh.
But they were going to somewhere else north that was some sort of pit or crater or holing ground. I forget. Where the hell is the note taker when you need them?
Right.
I mean, she's right there, but apparently her notes are
I'd-
fallible.
I'd have to do some digging, and I will do that later. I will do.
But they were going up there to do a thing, and maybe that thing involves balls. And maybe they took a ball to down south, which gives even more reason to go to the place that Sunny really don't want to go to.
Yay!
Which is why Sunny wants to check the river that's nearby, because hopefully our luck isn't going to be like it has been every other time we've ever relied on it.
Sunny does seem to really want to check out the river by Naglamund, but you know, buddy, I just don't want to be stuck in this like ring of mountains when war breaks out.
We'd be north of Ring of Mountains when war breaks out. We'd be in river.
Yeah, but that's still within like the mountain range. And I don't know if you remember, but I'm actually not that good at climbing steep cliffs.
Sunny has no memory of that because he wasn't there to see you fail.
Oh, well, I didn't know if somebody had told you about it.
Nobody told him about it. That's why he has no memory of it.
I feel like Kabor was working on a little song, a little something.
Do we even remember he exists?
Kabor just kind of like disappeared one day.
Yeah. She thought she died, but it
I'm
was just her
genuinely
pride
amazed
that
he didn't
didn't
turn up
make it
in,
back up.
in Henry's army, because everyone else did.
It's possible.
You know, I think he needed to go and work on his song. He's been sitting on that tune for like 1,000 years in Yaramukai, and then I gave him the theme.
Okay, to kind of take things back a step, conversation. Been ruminating on a path we could take that would kind of cover all our bases. So, if we initially go down to Lochmond, I'll cover that. And if we're there, we can decide whether we want to follow up the river or not. But after we're done with that, we come down, go down to Blue Rock Lake, follow that river round, use the lift up to Duras, follow, and once we circle around there, see if there's nothing, go off to the west, back to Lochmond if we haven't already gone up the river, and if not, we follow the road down to Grove and head further west from there, which would cover bases of going both east and west. If we don't find the fire orb in Duras.
That sounds, yeah.
Well, now, get there when we get there. We'll see. It's a lot.
And hopefully along the way we meet someone who knows something.
Alright, this is entirely off topic. And do not take this the wrong way. Given some things that happened in the past, my sword has some connections to some things, and you just kind of points towards Solas. Could I have a bit of your blood to attempt something?
What the fuck?
Solas just looks at you with, straight stare with the ever so slightest smirk on his face. Like, it's clear he's curious, but also very cautious.
There was a tale that was passed to me that apparently this sword has something to do with mechas, and I wish to test some.
I mean, I could probably tell you, give you some more specifics by looking over it, if you allow.
The sword won't leave my field of view.
That's okay. I can just be right next to you.
Very well. You will draw the sword and take off any wrappings on it that he had around it. I don't think we worked out exactly what this sword looks like, Lana.
What is its base sword? Did we
It's
even
a long
decide on
sword.
that? Okay.
We decided on longsword, but
Fair.
other than that,
I don't know if you have any particular thoughts. Go ahead and describe them. Otherwise, we will just say it looks sword-like and build it later.
so I guess more of the blade looks normal. However, the pommel and crossguard have a design of a tear, a sun that kind of runs down the handle towards like I think it's the pommel, the base area.
Yeah.
Which appears to look like a tear, made like a red. It appears that the sun is kind of leaking into this tear.
So the pommel has a sun on it with the
The crossguard kind of has a sun in it, and then the design of it kind of goes down to the pommel, which looks like a tear.
Right.
So just looking over this, would I be able to surmise anything?
Roll
My
a
knowledge.
history check.
Okay. Oh boy, here we go. Is it? There it is. Okay, well.
Are you examining it, or are you holding it? While
I'm
you examine?
taking a good look at it. Like, if you will allow me to hold it, then I will. Basically, I'm trying to get as good as a look at it as I can, without causing damage.
You would, but you would see him be very agitated without it, and ready to basically pounce if need be. He's very protective of the sword.
You can look it over. You get this as you touch it. You get this kind of uncomfortable fizzing feeling on your fingertips. It's not painful, but it feels kind of wrong to you.
Like sticking your hand in a cup of Coke. You're meant to put the hand on the outside.
Kinda, yeah. Like Coke mixed with like Mentos. Like that kind of like aggressive level fizziness, and you just kind of like stuck your hand in like a pot of that.
I'm
much,
so
you
glad
just-
my suggestion helped work out what the hell is going on.
But
just like it's just a pan of Mentos. You've just got like a fistful of. It's like a pan of Coke.
Yeah.
You've got a fistful of Mentos and just punch it.
It's kind of like every molecule of like sweat and moisture on your fingertips as you hold it is kind of like fizzing away, evaporating. But at the same time, the sword feels kind of familiar.
Well, mind is a bit half awake, so any historical details I can't quite make out, though there is a certain familiarity to this. I'm not sure what it is, though. Certainly something can. I'll just softly hands it back.
He takes it back and so about my request.
Oh, sorry. I must have missed her out. As I said, mine's half asleep.
I wish to test something. If I want to see, apparently there's some legend, as I said, around Mechus with the sword.
Right. Yes.
I wish to see if blood will react with it. If you
All right.
so claim to be descendant.
All right. How do you want to go about this then?
Oh, simple. If you just simply wish to cut a finger or, a small nick. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic.
Very well. And then Solas will kind of flick his hand, summon a miniature version of his packed scimitar in a sort of dagger-like form.
Like a letter opener size.
Yeah, basically. As it just emerges from ember and flame, he just places his hand over and kind of slightly, he doesn't cut, he just sort of digs the blade into the tip of one of his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Just lets it flow out a bit.
The drop lands on, you use a blade, I assume?
Yeah, he would go with the blade first.
It falls, and there is an immediate hissing. Like, and within a couple of breaths, the blood drop has completely evaporated away. And has left behind a slightly darker red stain than the rest of the blade is.
Can Sunny try rolling like a religion thing to figure out if like this is a thing that he's ever heard of happening? Like somebody's blood just boiled on a sword.
Yeah, you can roll a religion check.
Sunny's never had to try and heal a sword before.
You're from this kind of area of the world. You feel like you've come across this sword before. Through your days travelling in the deserts, there is a group that call themselves the Summit of the Second Sun. At the time, you kind of dismissed it as just another, nomadic group with their own cool name. Now you're realising maybe there's something else to it. You were a more religious group than usual, which is why it sticks out to you now. They followed a man who claimed to have been a servant of a god.
You just kind of watch this happen and kind of, very expressionless as he kind of just tilts his head a bit, huh?
I'm not sure what you expected. Solas kind of speaks a bit, like half his mouth as he's sucking on his finger.
I don't know what I expected either. I just wanted to see, perhaps, if it would do anything. Based on what I've been told. Thank you. He kind of nods a bit. Before wrapping up the pommel and the crossguard and all that again.
Sunny, do you share anything that you've kind of just remembered? Or keep it to yourself for a sec?
Yes. Just, it's more like, to you, are you that group? What you said.
What do you mean?
When trying to describe the people that he can think of that he's reminded of by your weird sword, is you related? Is you? Feck that name. Is you related to that group?
No.
Question, would that sound at all familiar to me? Name. Random question.
Has Sunny spoken the name?
I mean, I think he has, yes, but Toby's memory's screwing over, so.
Yeah, Toby, would you have said the name? I would presume so.
Yeah, I would like to think so.
In that case, Solas, you can roll me a history or a religion check.
Okay, both the same.
I personally would have said the name, but I'd already forgotten it.
You have not heard of this name, Solas.
Interesting.
You sheathes his sword once again now that it's fully wrapped up and everything, and just kind of turns towards Sunny. And I have no relation to this group.
Well, I think that's enough experimentation for that. Probably get some rest.
You have said that he has no affiliation to the group, but it is a name that you have still heard of before, Sunny.
Yeah, we're just gonna believe that. Yeah.
He just kind of turns and walks back and sits back down at his bedroll, kind of leaning up against the side here.
I would remind you that if Ollie has a reason to doubt, you know, there are ways to assess that.
Like insight?
Like insight. If that
Oh,
is the
I'm
thing
gonna
that
get...
Ollie would do.
Well, it's not actually a thing that Ollie would do, because Ollie's pretty good at playing to her strengths, and oh, is that ever not one of them? But we'll see. Not too good, not too bad, not too
Consistent.
consistent.
As far as you can tell, he is being truthful with you.
That makes me think he's not being truthful. God, being a changeling is so hard.
Being a changeling means that your mind has been opened to the possibility of duplicity.
I exactly that my mind is basically continuously that possibility. The only person that I trust implicitly in this bitch are Arazid and Sunny, and yeah.
You recognize, you spot, I should say, two figures approaching on the sand dunes over to the northwest.
Can I see what they look like at all, or just see figures?
Yeah, from this distance you can see figures. As I know you have a ridiculously high passive perception.
You kind of gets up again, kind of puts a hand on his sword as he kind of walks towards the group again, pointing off in the distance. He points off in the distance with
Put
his
your sword
free hand.
away. No, you have enough blood for tonight, you fucking damn
He
peer.
points his free hand off in the distance. We have people coming.
Is it an accident that this place looks like there's a bunch of air vents up here?
Those are definitely like jail cell bars or something.
So this isn't like a pre-war death arena with air vents.
No.
Aw.
You then kind of moves off to meet them.
Oh, okay, yep. Go on, meet your second son cronies. I'm gonna sit here by the fire.
Oh, we know that person. They're friends.
Oh my god, is that Lucy? No.
As you gets close, he
Guys.
draws his sword and points it towards the unknown figure. Who are you?
No blood to be had here. This is our friend Helena and her beautiful pooch Lucy, which is short for Lucifer. Oh, Lucifer. Oh, Lucifer, Lucifer, Lucifer.
It's time to share this meme I made a little while ago.
Nice.
I got reminded of it by doing the hamster thing earlier. So you will be the first to approach because he was the first to notice. He stands about 10 feet away from Helena, very pointedly and mistrustingly asks, "Who are you?" And then, like, three of his party members just come barreling right past, and they're all crowding around the dog, who is going like,
Who's a good puppy? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All behind the ears. Oh,
God, I'm
look
gonna
at
have
that
to
tail.
steal that joke. Her name's Lucy.
Wiggle,
It's
wiggle,
short for
wiggle.
Lucifer.
Oh, wiggle, wiggle, wow.
Hi, Helena.
We met Rodram.
Seeing this, you just sheathes his sword and walks away.
You met her. How is she? Do you mind if I share your campfire this evening?
Yeah,
Oh, please.
we found food in the place. She didn't want any. She also turning place into how to put.
Personal tomb.
Yeah,
Personal
that
grave.
thing.
It was a little bit upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. Oh.
I see.
She introduced us to Door Person, who wanted help. Door Person knew who Solas was, somehow. And we met Ghost Lady, and then Ghost Man. Ghost Lady was nice. Ghost Man was not nice. We met Monster Lady, who was nice. She also dead. Ghost Lady also technically dead, like dead. How do you like? Ghost Lady was dead, but now Ghost Dead Lady is dead.
Double dead.
Like
And that
dead
place
Ghost
really-
Lady is dead.
That
Suddenly have
place
no
was
idea how that sentence works.
crazy. It's like no kind of castle or town or anything I've ever seen before.
Suddenly found glowing orb.
Helena is like
Oh,
nodding
actually,
along, but it's clear she does not understand what's going on.
I found the
But
glowing
yeah,
orb, I think.
Rodram said she was guarding place, and now place is no longer needing guarding.
Oh. I was on my
She
way
nice
to
lady.
go and see her again.
She probably still alive.
What do you mean, probably?
She ate large meal before we left.
Oh,
She'd be down there a long time.
I understand.
Suddenly don't know how long giant snakes take to starve.
A while. Like a good
that's good.
year?
Oh, well then you've got plenty of time to go and visit her. Ugh.
Lovely. Maybe I can talk her out of this self-isolating suicide nonsense.
It does seem
Sunny
a
would be
little
happy
bit
with that.
intense.
Sunny failed miserably to do that.
Yeah.
I
She's a good friend.
Seemed like a lot, yeah.
sought out her cave a few times. Over the last few years, she has always been quite accommodating to me, even though I could never get that door open. Though, kudos, it seems you guys were all able to.
It fell a lot of dead people. Not all of them talkative.
Ah,
Also,
might have
foxes
been-
covering glowy lights. God, I wish I'd played an artificer. Why didn't I play a warforged artificer?
Well, thank God multi-classing is a thing, huh? If that's
So
I
something
mean,
where are
you
it
you
really wanted to
headed?
is,
do.
but it really wouldn't fit to turn into Artificer, and how the fuck am I going to turn a turtle into a Warforged? Don't
Very
answer
good
that.
cosplay.
Mega Sunny.
It turns out he was Warforged all along, he just didn't know it. Suck it, Ollie!
uh, what did you? So you found some ghosts in the ruins?
Yes, we found Nice Lady Ghost, and we found Not Nice Wizard Ghost, who also might have been responsible for getting rid of a second son and doing a thing with it. Ollie has balls now.
Oh, congratulations.
Solas just
Well,
face bombs.
really, I could have several at any time. I'm not limited.
Are you
But I do
changing your
have two.
pronouns at all, or?
Oh, well, I don't know. I guess I flop back and forth so much it really doesn't. Either set's good, but yeah, no, I do have some pretty exciting balls nowadays. I'm going to pull out the Eye of the Earth and the Breath of Air, and show them off a little.
Oh,
So what are you doing around here, Harena? Where are you off to?
I finished my business in Naglamond, and I was just heading back to go and see Rodram again.
Oh, nice.
And after that, who knows?
Mm.
He
Well,
kind of pipes up from around the corner as he kind of sits and writes. Are you going to be heading back to Neglamund anytime soon?
Eventually.
Hmm.
I'll definitely end up crossing that warpath.
is the warpath already warpathing?
When I left, it was yesterday morning, there was certainly a lot of armor, leather, and hide mostly being handed out to people. Lots of swords being handed out. It seemed like they're finalizing their preparations. Yeah.
Hmm.
This might be an odd question, but do you know where Num Mund River comes from?
The Muns?
I assume that's what the river's called.
Yeah.
I know there was some overly complicated name for it until I asked, is the river next to Naglamund called the Mund? At which point I fondly remember your response.
It is now. Yes, that's what I've known it to be called. I can't say I've ever traced it to the source. It's somewhere in the mountains north of Nagelman, though.
We need to find Water Orb, and there are only like 3 places we can think to look. One's close, one's less close, and one we really don't want to go to.
Well, I'm not entirely sure what a orb of water it would be for, but I can imagine that such an item would attract the interest of the powerful and elite. I would suggest starting to look there.
Sunny really don't want to go back to that city.
Which city is that?
Sunny was going to say the mean city, but then he realizes they're all the mean city, so
Welcome to Delore.
Giraffe. Giraffe?
Oh, Giraffes. Yeah, and his
One at Herod River.
that. Now you mention it, that would be an interesting place to hide a water orb.
One river have lot of water, one river have very controlled water, and one place have lot of green bushy things that need water.
Yes. I've always wondered why Grove is able to grow so many trees with such little rainfall. Maybe there's an underground lake. I've heard those can be a thing.
Right? Okay, yeah. This is like what I was saying, guys. I heard, somehow, do you guys hear voices in your head sometimes, right? It's not just me, right?
Somebody's
Anyways,
giving you a
I just
very,
like to pretend
very
that it's
flat
Lucy.
look at this point. Like, if a turtle can give a flat look, you're getting a flat turtle look.
Sunny, I know you can hear voices in your head because you're like a priest of mechas or whatever the heck you are. Anyways, so I heard the voice in my head just for like a little bit of a second, and the voice said that maybe I am right with directions, and maybe everything's just like opposite from what it should be. So maybe that makes a whole lot of sense that the water orb is in Grove. Like, and that's what I was saying, that the trees, they like the water. I'm pretty sure I was wrong about the fire thing. Looking at, like, that flamey hot sword and Solas's blood drop. Like, no, that's not going to feed anybody. That's just air now. So, I'm thinking Herenda's got a point here. My vote is that the water orb is in Grove.
It be not going to just Sunny happy.
If it is in Grove, then is it really wise to go there?
Well, why wouldn't it be? That's where all the arrows come from.
What? Arrows come from everywhere.
Well, yeah, but everybody says that, like, oh, you want a new crossbow, you want a longbow, you want something wood, you go to Grove, right?
Or Duras. Or
Well,
I've
arrows
heard
are mostly
tell of
like-
Own doing some decent things with wood.
Yeah, okay, but like, what's so bad about Grove? Why are you like, oh, why Grove?
Well, the new esteemed ruler of Naglamund came from there. And from the few times I have visited, it has not been exactly a hospitable place.
Is
Out of
anywhere
character.
really that
So, like every
hospitable?
other place on this planet, then.
No, like a whole
Exactly.
new level. You have to pay for the privilege of living there.
Isn't that
I
just
mean,
called taxes?
How much is the privilege?
What are taxes?
No, seriously, isn't that just what taxes are? Paying for the privilege of living somewhere.
I mean, out of game, sure, but that's not exactly how the economy works in most cities you've come to so far.
Wasn't aware of that, but then again, I have to admit, I haven't looked very hard.
Yeah, if we were supposed to be paying taxes this whole time, we're all going back to prison.
Adventuring tax. How much gold did you find? Percentage of that's coming out of it.
Oh, I
Oh,
see
I
that
would
you
lie.
found some treasure. There's going to be a tax on that.
God, no.
I see that you're taking a lord's name in vain. There's going to be a tax on that.
That's my retirement plan.
They just, it's the Gressinghams, man. They love, knowing that Grove is too important to the wood trade. And more
The
importantly,
Gressingham?
yeah,
Mhm.
the two rulers of the city, Artemis and Solaris Gressingman.
Oh, okay. So they love being exclusive.
Artemis and Solaris.
Yes.
Is that a fucking My Little Pony reference?
I've never watched
I
that
think
show.
it's like
Or,
Greek
you know, the Greek
mythology?
gods.
Yeah. Like,
Next, you're going to tell me they
Solora.
both have sisters.
Let me tell you,
Celestia and
Sunny,
Luna.
Artemis is going to be the moon. Dolores and Sol.
Oh my gosh.
Dolores.
Solaris is going
Yes.
to be Solas's other firstborn brother and the first son, and it's going to be all this shit.
Dolores,
And-
the black sheep of the
is the
family,
second
turning up
son-
randomly out of time.
Out of character. Is this second son like cult the thing that Solas was doing before he met us?
Well, out of character, considering that when Solas tried to recall if he'd ever heard of it, he hadn't. No.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Artemis
Yep,
is
yep.
the name of that first son that's missing. We found them.
I think that I think it was just named after that.
A likely story.
Okay, so anyways, you were
Our
saying
friend
about
named
the Gressingmans being really exclusive.
Yeah. They spend their days, well, doing things that I think would make even Sklud bulk a little bit.
So
You
so
know
like
what
what's their
her
deal?
parties are like.
Yeah. I know her entire palace, the whole structural design, it gives some stuff away. But
Like a great eye always watching. Yeah, I've seen it.
yeah, the whispering one. So anyways, like what's their deal? Are they brother and sister?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool.
Twins, if I recall.
Oh.
They
And
are,
yeah.
they are very, very rude. Once,
You're kinda
one of their
cl-
guards kicked Lucy,
No.
and she didn't bite back because she's a very good girl. Oh yes, she is.
Oh,
Wait,
yes, she
so
is.
out of character, the Grove Guard kicked Lucy.
Yes.
Well, they don't have to worry about burning down the forests. The town's going first.
Yeah.
Well,
Also, unfortunately, that was one of the few times I clicked the knuckles and I got all 8 of them to go at once. That would be so freaking cool if that had been over the microphone.
Oh wow, that would have been cool.
alas,
The one time it works and nobody can hear it!
we believe you. Yes, one of them kicked Lucy, and do you know what Solaris did? She laughed and congratulated the guard.
They sound like shadow people.
Oh, they sound like they need to die.
Doesn't everyone?
Oh.
Sunny doesn't think
I mean-
anyone here needs to die.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
we're all good.
Yes, present company
Especially-
excluded.
Especially Lucy. Oh my gosh. All right. So Grove is a hot mess run by assholes. That sounds great. But still, to me, it still seems like a good place to go. I don't know. I just think that maybe it has something to do with all of the trees growing around there.
Possibly.
But so you're headed to see Rodram, but where are you going after that?
I haven't decided yet. I was thinking about maybe making my way through the mountains and having a visit to the Western Lands for a while. But I will have to see if I can persuade Rodram first.
That'd be great. Just the two of you guys going out on adventure, making memories, keeping her alive.
I mean, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, I'm not entirely sure what I could do to persuade a 1,000-year-old mythical, slightly spectral being.
Well, offering to have fun always helps,
She may not
right?
feel
Sunny
like she
happy if you
deserves
can get
some.
her out of hole.
It'll just be the
Oh.
two of you. And she still doesn't have to eat. Like she can still go and starve herself and all that, but she might as well not just rot away in the cave. She can get out there, see the world, or with sand, you know.
Maybe, again, I will have to see, but, you know, that is the way I live my life. I go where the wind takes me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, well, I think, yeah. Good night, everybody. Good night, Lucy. Oh, you're a cute little dog. Oh, you're a nice little puppy. Oh, it's nice to get a pet. Oh, yeah. Okay. All
Lucy
right.
is like
I'm just
firmly
gonna...
planted her butt between Herena's and Arazid's bedrolls.
Yeah. It's like, this is the amount of heat that comes off of these guys.
Yeah, it's a pretty chilly night tonight.
So Ollie's gonna snuggle up and bunk.
Okay, so Solas is hiding in his ring like,
Sunny's
propped up
sleeping
on
on
a
top
pillow.
of the pillow.
You can hear a lot of snoring from inside that ring now.
You get used to it. Just shove him deeper under the pillow.
I don't think noise comes out of it, but noise does go in.
Yeah.
You're gonna shit.
Just reverberating.
Yeah. Like you're sitting there in your tiny little living space inside of your ring.
You're currently under a vibrating rock.
The thing is, it's not tiny at all, because it's a 20-foot radius room.
So yes, the
So-
entire 20-foot radius room is currently vibrating with a snoring turtle.
Okay. Oh, so that's a good 12 feet across. I mean,
Yeah.
12 meters across.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty decently sized room. That's like
Yeah.
Give it a few more levels
Plenty
and you
of
can
room
fit
for
the entire party
activities.
in there.
Yeah. Actually can.
You won't though.
I mean, at level 10, I'll be able to fit 5 extra people in there, so.
Oh, nice. Can't wait to drop a building on top of all of you. I mean, does anyone set watches?
Oh. I'm tempted to say something rude, but I'm worried it will encourage you.
You would. It doesn't matter if people are setting up watches or not. He's gonna take at least a. Like, if he sees somebody else is up for first watch, then he'll go to bed. And then check again for seconds. And eventually take one if he needs to.
Okay. Does anyone else take a
Yeah.
watch?
Ollie is going to...
If it's still light, Sunny can, ignoring the snoring joke, Sunny can take the first watch if you want. Until it gets dark.
Sure. So we could do Sunny and then either Ollie or you. Or one then the other. And then who wants to go last?
Yu's probably best for third because he does have dark vision.
Nice. Yeah, I think Sunny might be the only one that doesn't have dark vision.
I'm not sure about... Wait, do changelings have dark vision?
They do not.
Ah. Okay.
Yay, he's not alone!
It would be too
He
dark
does have
for
light
your
spells.
watch then, Ollie, by second watch.
I mean, he does have a remaining third level spell,
Mm.
so he does have a way around the lack of dark vision problem.
Yeah, I mean fair, and you have the fire set, which does give some light as well. Oh, good lord. I'm not going to be happy with you. I mean, you got like it's dusk is definitely approaching at the moment, so you know you could have like kind of dying evening light while you take your watch, Sunny.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a perception check, please.
We're safe.
Off in the distance, you hear a crow. You're not
Did
quite
this map
sure if
just
it's
get
crackers.
smaller?
Maybe.
Wait, there's
maybe a
crows
You heard a crow.
in the middle of a desert.
Why not? You've met a crow in the middle of the desert. You didn't question it a few sessions ago.
Did we?
Crackers! The lovable pet of Matt's character.
You remember?
Nope, it's gone. Yes! Oh good, we're about to be ambushed by Matt's character. Okay.
That
God
crow.
damn it, I was looking in the wrong place. I saw that last second before it went away.
Well, at least you saw it. Who do you wake up next?
Arazid.
Oh boy.
You have been voluntold for a watch.
Okay.
Now Solas's 20-foot spear becomes a can of rumble.
Well, the thing is, it's under the pillow, so that would muffle it a fair bit.
It's a can of
Oh, I
muffled
see.
rumble. It's basically a can of vibrate at this point.
I mean, it doesn't vibrate at all. Like, the only thing that comes through is sound. So,
I'll ruin my joke, why don't you?
yeah.
You're just
I
sitting
will.
there with everything going. "Brrr," It's just like, what the
Just like
fuck
that
is going on up
motorbike
there?
that lives near you, demon.
God, no.
Arazid, you are awake. You are on watch. Please roll me the check.
Give it a second. You know my computer is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's been smoking too much of that weed.
It's all in the fan.
Oh god.
Everyone is asleep, except for you. You as in Arazid, not you as in you.
Hey!
You must have known that that would happen. A lot.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But given the naming convention that I wanted to go for, I
Yeah.
couldn't have any other name.
It makes perfect sense, and I'm not mad at all. I just hope that you understand.
Yes. Because
We're not mad at you, we just all hate you.
I maybe will pronounce it slightly differently so we can tell the difference between the name and the pronoun.
Honestly, I'm all for keeping it as it is, because what
Fair.
can I say? If you can get the wording to work, it's a fantastic opportunity to make you jokes.
Maybe
Who
we should get
you?
like a full name situation.
I mean, none of you have asked him where his name came from, so
I just assumed that he's a weeaboo.
you don't even know what a weeaboo is. Anyway, Arazid,
Well, it's a good thing I didn't break out that particular character for this game.
Arazid, you hear a bell approach. There's just one bell.
Like a sleigh bell or like a ding dong ding dong.
Yeah, kind of like a sleigh bell, like a chida-ding.
I'm gonna look around frantically.
Okay, roll another perception check.
What's that spell where you hear a bell and suddenly take 1d12 necrotic?
Toll the Dead?
Thank you. For some reason, it just would not occur to me.
You're not. You think you may have heard the bell, but you know, you look around and you're like, no, I can't see anything out there. It must have been nothing. And then
Took an arrow to the knee. It must have been the wind.
I'm going to wake up you.
Oh my gosh, that would be such a twist.
As soon as
It's
you
gonna
go
be
to
like that part in Narnia where Santa comes and gives them all gifts that help them save the world.
as soon as you try and like shake him or do anything like that, his eyes just snap open. His hand goes to his sword before he realizes what's going on. Just kind of lets out a bit of a huff and, all right.
I think I heard a noise.
You kind of just kind of sits up and starts scanning around.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Perception. There it is.
You're groggy. You're quite, you've just been woken up. You were having a really weird dream. So you don't really see much. You do also hear that seems to be the approach of something. Now fairly close by.
You kind of gets up, dusts himself off, and simply starts walking towards the noise.
Okay. Does Arazid follow?
Yeah, but like 5 feet behind.
Fair. You think it's coming from the south.
And moves off.
You guys get a bit closer and you hear a voice now. Oh, yeah! They're over there!
You just draws his sword as he keeps his eyes peeled.
Eventually, 2 figures emerge out of the darkness. Oh, rats! They're asleep! I mean...
Identify yourselves.
You're not meant to be awake! You
Identify
don't get presents
yourself.
if not asleep!
What?
Oh, you know who I am?
No, so identify yourself.
They call me... Nick.
Does this ring any bells?
Interesting word choice. Roll a history check. Maybe. It brushes against your memory, but then disappears. You're not quite sure.
Can I try?
Yes. You guys are rolling shit tonight.
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Don't understand.
Yeah, I'm
We're
saving
saving it for
tomorrow.
the combat.
I'm saving for tomorrow.
He just kind of
Arazid, you
shakes his head.
feel like you have a very old memory of coal.
You just shakes his head and sheaths his sword. You're not attacking outright. I don't care enough. And he just kind of starts walking back towards his bedroll.
Could you pretend to be asleep?
So Yu's gonna sit down and kind of have his back against the wall, and just pretend to sleep.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, I can do that too if you want. Okay, I'll go back.
Thank you. Would anyone else theoretically have been woken up by these noises?
Friends are talking, yes.
When Ollie sleeps, she sleeps like the dead.
Fair
There
enough.
are friends. You don't sleep like the dead in a place where if you sleep too hard, you might wake up dead. And slightly munched on.
You wake up like just in time for Arazid and you to return, and they're both pretending to be asleep. You can tell this because like you is sat up really stiff against a wall and has only got his eyes closed and is holding his sword, and Arazid is kind of you can see one of his eyes like fluttering open every now and then. And then you see the two figures entering into the circle. The small figure creeps over to Yu's bedroll, takes out a small package from inside a bag that he has on his back, and leaves it at the foot of Yu's bedroll. He then goes over and does the same thing to Ollie.
So let me get this straight. The little one is Father Christmas, and the big one is Rudolph.
Yes.
God damn it!
There is
I
one,
love it. I love it so much.
one hidden under this bedroll.
It took me this entire time, but I finally dug out that picture of that frickin' Rudolph character I made a while back.
Nick goes to put something under this bedroll and then kind of realizes it hasn't been slept in. Goes over here, takes that present and hides it under the pillow of this bedroll. And then another one at the end of it. Hides one underneath the foot of Herena's bedroll. Oh!
Sunny is so confused right now.
Nice doggy! And then finally, pops one under the foot of Arazid's bedroll. Alright, I think that's everyone. Let's go, Dolly! And they begin to move off.
What an adorable pack of weirdos.
Just as they're leaving, you can hear Nick going, "Maybe we will find more today. You best hurry. We gotta do everyone before dawn."
I got it done.
I love it so much. I'm in love with them both.
Thanks, friends. Sunny, thanks.
Ah! You should have been asleep! Go back to sleep! You not see Nick!
Sunny not know what he saw.
Well, you now feel each a package under your bed. You and Arazid and Sunny, who are awake. You sense that now it's okay if you guys are awake.
I am so glad I didn't roll an insight check to see if Sunny could figure out what the bleeping hell was going on there. Partly because the current rolls suggest I would have failed, and partly because I know I would have failed on principle.
What do you guys do?
I asked the DM, what are you high on and where can I get some?
You
Well, I have
kind
this
of looks
guy.
towards the bottom of the bedroll and just looks towards the rest of the camp, and he's not going to be the first one to open.
Well, they turned up. They wanted people asleep, but they didn't attack them. And I mean, that's nice. So yeah, let's open the thing up. They wanted them dead. They would have stabbed them when they were asleep, probably.
Okay. Would I take it then that Sunny opens his gift?
Yes.
Inside,
Logic. After you.
you unwrap it. You find a pair of socks. They are garishly coloured and coloured in many different things. And wrapped inside the socks is this very small object. You kind of unravel the socks, it falls out into your hand, and then it's a very, very small item, but the second it touches your hand, it kind of bounces up and grows 5 times the size. It is a hammer that has now basically grown to an average hammer size.
If I had a hammer.
And you were
Hammer in the morning, hammer in the evening. That's the song.
So, what I have here is an item called the socker. It's a sock hammer.
That's not the name I have for it.
Shocker?
a rock and sock'em hammer.
What's the name you have for it?
Earth Crusher.
So, I assume this is like a light hammer? Because reasons?
Give me a sec.
Or like a works as a mace hammer? Please tell me it's a boomerang hammer. A boomerang hammer of wild magic. The only predictable thing is that it always comes back.
The Nutcracker.
Okay, the only predictable thing, it always comes back and always strikes the same location.
Oh god, what have I got myself into? I just tried to do a wholesome pun.
Give it to the wrong person.
The Nutcracker, it only works on upward swings.
Well, you, Arazid, you've seen Sunny open his gift. He's got the ugliest pair of socks that have ever socked, and a hammer for socking people in the face. Please be in the face.
Don't worry, they'll be in the face so long as they're facing down when he swings upwards.
You lets out a bit of a sigh as he kind of reaches over and pops open the.
Sunny has never had socks before.
So I was a real dum-dum and I forgot to transfer the handouts for these things from my notes to, well, make handouts of them. Talk amongst yourselves for a sec.
That's fine. I'm just glad.
Arazid is not going to open his gift right now. He's going to wait until Ollie wakes up so that he can pair gift with Ollie and be like, haha, I got a better present than you.
I'm just glad this thing qualifies as a mace, because otherwise it would be completely useless for me. That's convenient. Unless Sunny can now use Warhammer for inexplicable reasons, in which case, I won't complain.
So yeah, Ollie's gonna wake up from the shouts of delight from Sunny getting his nutcracker, and she's gonna feel something kind of lumpy in her bedroll. Go, Arazid, get up, get away. Out of here. I don't want to snuggle right now. And then I assume Arazid would say something like, "That's not me." That's not me.
No, but like louder. Like what? What do you? I wouldn't do that.
Oh. Oh yeah, sure. Okay. And so Ollie, like the Princess and the Pea, is gonna pull out the offending object, and she's holding it in her hands. Right in the snowballs.
Also, we live in a desert. Where the bleeping hell are we going to bump into a frost creature?
Maybe
They're going to
I don't
be
know, maybe
dead
somewhere
before
else.
we can get to them.
You never know, there could be sand yetis.
All we have to do is wait till the sunrise and job done.
That, or we just go on another extra dimensional journey into some weird frost parallel universe.
What the
Where
fuck
the
is all this
Yeah.
snow? What the fuck
where
is
the
this white
other
stuff? Why is
sun
it cold?
disappeared instead of the other. Instead of the current sun disappearing, and everything went to frost instead of sand.
Yeah, it's just both suns disappeared instead of the one.
No,
Maybe
it's
there's
just
an
the other
ice
one
kingdom.
disappeared. And
Yeah. They
Have you
took
guys
down
played
the other
Mario
one, and the world,
Odyssey yet?
instead of boiling, decided to freeze over.
yeah, we gotta go to the ice kingdom.
The inverted pyramid. The inverted- but yeah, so Ollie's gonna open up her present, which is likely gonna be black and smudgy.
It's a piece of charcoal that makes you go invisible.
in obsidian areas. Obsidian.
So I just had a really cool idea setting. And it's
Oh yeah.
a place that has absolutely no sun.
Oh.
So it's always cold, always night. And it's yeah.
Read
shitty.
read the book The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin.
Uh-huh.
Does exactly that.
Oh.
Also a phenomenal book. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oop, didn't.
Oh my god! Who
Hey,
did you
I
bash
thought-
in the nuts?
I said I was saving them. Dirty 20, unfortunately, but I said I was saving it for combat.
Did you just bash yourself in the nuts?
I assume this is you just attuning to it.
I may have accidentally clicked the wrong button.
You know what? You gotta feel like you gotta experience what it feels like to bash the nuts before you do it to someone else. That's attunement.
I just swung a mace in attunement, and the very air went ow.
Mm.
The air is now speaking in a high-pitched voice. It's a lot of
Hi.
helium around here.
You bash the airs and nuts.
But I get you were trying to do a wholesome moment, but you called a freaking mace the Nutcracker. What did you think was gonna happen?
Christmassy! I didn't think it through, did I? Especially after last week.
So, what comically themed items did everyone else get?
I've not been able to find out yet because I'm still asleep in my ring. So.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be for I am going to be until my 6 hours run out.
Sorry to keep you all waiting. I have now successfully transferred over everything. I believe we left it off with you opening up his gift.
Wait, you?
Yes, you.
Yeah.
I did.
You.
You open up
You
your...
make for some great puns.
You opens up his package. Like, just to set the stage a little bit more for these packages, they've all just got a very standard, like, brown, like, fabric wrapping around them with, like, some twine holding them in place. You also find a pair of socks, the same garishness, and you find...
I forgot to mention, Sunny is going to be putting those socks on.
Of course.
You instantly
Somehow.
goes through considering burning this entire package. You know, the coal last year was a much better present.
Oh, now he remembers.
It's the first time that he's gotten anything other than coal, and he just wants to now burn it like the coal that he has always burned.
I assume I wasn't there for the last time. Can't remember.
Maybe, no. But I think by virtue of Sunny being in your party, your rating with Nick has gone up a bit. Who opens theirs next? I believe...
I think Ollie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
Okay.
Alright, so I just tear through that wrapping paper.
You find socks.
Ooh.
And you find...
Cow drops.
Oh my god.
What on earth are cow drops?
They're like a
but-
bunch of like small pointy things that you throw on the ground, and when people trod on them, they go ow, ow, ow.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they're Legos.
They're a classic
or 1D4s.
rogue item.
Yeah, that whole one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you got a bag of D4s.
Thanks,
the ground.
Santa. Yeah.
But that's skull drop.
Oh god.
Um,
Oh god.
Please roll a d4 to determine how many charges this bag has.
Wait, hold on a sec. This thing... You're rolling four-sided, but it does d6. These math rocks can't do maths.
These math rocks are too powerful for your rudimentary understanding of math.
Also, that is a damn good roll.
Yeah. I was saving it.
Very
Saving
nice.
it for the right time.
You open it up and you find a bag of pointy things inside.
Hmm. Oh my god. Oh, pointy. Oh, these are fun. I think I could hurt somebody's feet with these. Alright, and I'm gonna pour them back into the bag, and I'm gonna wait and watch and see what everybody else gets.
Was Ollie a thief of the subclasses?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We need to get you ball bearings.
Oh. Okay.
Every bonus action, it's just like, stand on these!
Sounds like a great idea.
I want to open mine.
You open up some socks, wrapped around a small metal cylinder that is warm to the touch.
Oh, Arazid has a new foot drink now.
Arazid is stoked as hell.
I don't get the feeling we're going to a place that's got a lot of cold damage, a lot of frost creatures, and all of them. And this is going to be the single most powerful item. It's like, oh, you're a frost creature. Poor. Now you're a puddle.
Do I have to roll it before now, or do I roll it every day?
It says a day,
A day.
so
You can roll it whenever you like. It is your item to keep track of. You open. You can unscrew it now, and wait, yeah, the cylinder, it kind of has this like shorter area on top that when you twist it, it comes off, and it almost looks like a bowl.
Is the liquid hot chocolate or apple cider? I need to know for my own personal uses.
I was thinking hot chocolate. But if you prefer apple cider, it can be apple cider.
No, I love hot chocolate. I love hot chalky.
Nice. It is a hot chocky wocky, and it's none of that like powder stuff. This is the good shit.
Oh, a sweet, sweet cocoa.
Yes. Everyone is enjoying their gifts. Does Solas eventually get out of his ring?
Once he is forced out, yes. Because he only has 6 hours, everyone rest in it, so. Eventually he does appear. And I guess he kind of like... He would appear next to the bedroll, so he wouldn't like sit on it or anything. So... Yeah, be like... He'd notice that everyone has like new weird stuff. Be like... What the hell's going on here?
People came by and gave presents, and I got something cooler than Ollie got, so I'm happy.
Okay.
I disagree.
Little
My present
goblin
is
person
the
and
best of
big red
all of the
dinosaur.
presents.
like, they were nice.
They're really nice. But yeah, I
They
think
didn't
he left
stab
a
us.
present for you too.
Really? He
It
just
and the
kind of-
pillow.
He would have, like, before you said that, he would have, like, lifted up the pillow. Just noticed it there.
You already got his. When I said for you too, I meant for you, Solas, but you already got his. Oh my god, they're the crappiest, ugliest mittens you've ever seen.
So looking it over, like,
It's good to know that your dark vision's good enough to see like the 20 feet away that he.
so
I could see the look on your face.
so looking over it, like, how big is it? What shape is it? He's like analyzing the outside first because it doesn't entirely trust it.
So it seems to be squishy in weight. It's wrapped in like cheesecloth and twine. And you see these similar wrappings like all over the campsite now, as it seems to be this is where the origin is.
Well, I've done a lot of stupid shit recently. Why stop now? And he's gonna rip it off.
Okay. You uncover a pair of socks and a hat.
You are fucking kidding me. Oh my god.
I love it. I love that.
I mean, you can have it if you want to, so I don't really.
I don't think Arazid is keen to switch. Took
Oh, no,
one
not-
sip of that, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is all mine."
We can switch if you want, says Solas. And then there's just feral, angry noises coming as Arazid's enjoying his hot chocky.
as a growling comes from the direction of the dog as Arazid is barking. Well, I'm never going to use this, so feel free to take it if you want it. I'm not.
Why not? That looks like such a cool thing.
I mean, you're like one of the highest charisma. From a tactical standpoint, you're like one of the highest charisma people. You put that on, and it's like you could outcompete Ollie finally.
Mm-hmm.
True, but it could also just avoid the social situation entirely like this. He snaps his fingers and uses silent image to just make himself disappear.
Is that how that works?
You gotta come up with a new personality, a new Solas. Maybe this could be
Well, it doesn't
Moon
disappear.
Eyes.
Just there's just a wall that looks like the wall behind him,
Yeah.
Memories.
but doesn't work when you turn slightly to the side.
Well, it's a cube, so as long as I stay in it.
You create a cube of, to your best attempt, like each of the walls around you reflected on the other side.
Yep.
It's going to get a little weird when you get to like where you're standing like 45 degrees from
There's
it,
like
and you're
an
looking
Ollie
at.
here. Ollie can see like a sunny reflected in a wall here. But it's kind of still.
Just wear the beard hat, Solas. Come on. It's a cool present. You just need to come up with a character. I'll help you.
Oh, you can.
Why would I not want to be myself?
I don't know. I don't.
Maybe somebody.
Why would you want to be
is
with just one
looking
person?
for a son.
To hide your identity, you dumbass.
You know, I realised you were possibly the worst person to ask that question.
If somebody's looking for a son, which is you can put that on and pretend you're not a son.
You're a moon son. Harry Moon.
You see,
big bushy beard.
That's a good idea. However, I'd rather not look like a matey.
Oh, Ursula,
If someone's looking for you, they wouldn't really think you're an old man.
I mean, I'm already in my 30s and I feel old, so... Wait, you didn't know that?
I don't think we ever talked about how old we all are. Oh, okay. Hey guys, I'm Ollie, and I think I'm still 22, but I might be 23.
I mean, I'm around early 30s. It's not been that long for me, but...
How old are you, Sonny?
You see Sonny sitting there, quickly doing some maths in his head as he tries to figure out how many seasons have gone by. 21.
That'd be so funny if Sonny was like 4.
Would not put it past him.
But it would make sense.
Unfortunately, I did my research when it came to total ages. And then tried to calculate how fucking long it would take him to travel across a desert when he doesn't know how to go in a straight line.
Oh, very well done. Oh my.
Well, he was following the sun, but then the sun kept moving.
Helena goes to open her gift. She gets the socks and a small bag rolls out. Oh, lovely. I can hide these socks in here. You see that the bag is quite small, but she puts like one sock in, and you feel like it's going to fill up the whole bag, but then
Somebody got a bag of holding.
Pressing it in and in further. Yes, very nice. This will help me with all my carrying needs.
Oh, yeah. Helena, do you want to switch? I got some pointy stuff you could step on.
I have some pointy stuff too. It's called daggers.
Yeah, I mean, I got one of those. But look at all of these that are gonna go over and try to make a cell of my pyramids. My little D4s of death.
Arazid's just sipping on hot chocolate.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yes.
Below a 10.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh my dear.
I want to like pull one of my nieces to try to pick up the dice really quickly and roll again.
Yeah, nah. Thankfully, that doesn't really fly in Roll20.
I know, it's so chill.
Look, as much as I'm interested in your pointy rocks, I need to hold things more.
They're great. Oh. And Ollie's gonna just shuffle back to her bag that's filled with 2 cloaks, a dress, and 3 balls that are huge. And a big tangle of rope of her own hair. You're like, I got a lot of stuff to carry too.
As you're doing all of this, roll another persuasion check.
Ooh, persuading with my body. The most persuasive part of me.
She looks over at you. She looks down at her bag. She looks at Lucifer, who, has a couple of little straps on either side of his shoulders.
Think of all the bones you could hide in there for Lucifer.
I am tempted.
You are? Possibly?
You have so many things to carry, as well as I.
Yeah.
But I am...
I'm amazed Ollie hasn't made a joke about, yeah, I even have to carry this party.
Yeah.
Because
we all know that isn't the
that
case.
is not.
I wouldn't
Fine. Okay. In the spirit of giving.
Oh my gosh. A sack for my balls.
She will definitely take that bag of caltrops away from you.
Alright, awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna give her a huge hug. It's gonna be at least 30 seconds. And I'm just gonna wipe the tears from my eyes. This means so much to me. And then I'm gonna pet Lucy, and I'm gonna run over to my bunk, and I'm gonna shove all my stuff into the little bag.
Can you try and figure out how genuine that is?
How genuine what part is?
The entire overreaction of Ollie getting the bag.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Hold on a sec, hold on.
So mother-
Ollie
that
just
insight?
got Nick's sack, and she has some balls, so she's putting her
Yeah.
balls in the sack to make...
Yep. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ollie, but Ollie's reaction is completely 100% pure and genuine her.
Stoked as hell. Yeah. Like,
She
whoa.
seems to genuinely be this type of person.
Oh, yeah.
Very confused against the wall as he just shrugs a bit and then goes back to sleep.
What does he do with his socks and mittens? Matching mittens.
The mittens he puts in his bag, the socks he puts back in the box, tosses it like a good 5 feet before lighting it on fire.
Arazid actually genuinely enjoys the socks.
Sonny has
Oh yeah,
never had
Ollie's
socks
pulling on the
before.
socks.
Like you hear just like muttering under his breath as like the sword lights up in like fire as it just kind of like wafts towards it as the you casts create bonfire.
Wow, surprisingly, Roll20's asset searching system doesn't have a wealth of different socks available.
Aw.
All it's given
Sonny
me
has
is some
socks. He can
very
now keep the
weird
foot
looking
fingers warm.
dragons. This is what I get when I type in socks.
Weird.
Yeah.
Wait, you what? Sorry, I
It
think that
was-
was behind my desk.
It was a very weird looking dragon.
That's a dragon?
It was a
Oh,
dragon.
that's not a dragon. Oh no, I saw a purple
no.
line.
Oh no. Oh no.
I
It's all
did
gone
not
wrong.
get to see a dragon.
The socks burn.
That was a very good sock drawing. Thank you.
The only reason why the mittens aren't in there is because you can feel that they're at least slightly magical.
The socks are just socks. The next year you're getting coal.
Sonny is
That's
going to
what he
wear these
expects.
socks like I wear mine. And mine are about 25% whole at this point. I mean, seriously, my heel is just not covered.
Yeah.
Ollie's got her socks drawn up like all the way, or like, you know, pretty much to mid calf, and then that's underneath the shredded skirt. You know, the oh wait, does Tassa have the shredded skirt? Either way, either way, I'm in my socks and I'm in my furry robe and I'm hanging out in front of the fire, and oh my gosh, I've got a bag of holding, a sack for all my balls, and it just feels great.
Oh god. Morning begins to peek over the horizon.
Do we get the benefits of long rest?
You do.
Yes!
You
How
all
many-
have a nice rest.
How many hit dice do you regain again?
I think all of them.
It's usually half, but if you want to roll it as all, that's fine.
I don't think I've ever played or run a game where we get high enough level to be concerned about how many
Yeah.
hit dice we need. So the DMs I've played with in the past have ruled all of them because you need as many hit dice as you can sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I used all of them after the last fight. so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also the fact that I'm playing a fighter, so I have second wind, so I use my hit dice like every single fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna go all because that's easier. Helena will kind of stand up. Bid you all adieu. I am going to go see if I can save a senile snake.
You
Oh.
kind of walks towards her and kind of like away from, like kind of facing away from the group, kind of like leans in and whispers something to her, right quick.
Okay.
Oh, Ollie's gonna try to perceive that. Or listen in. Oh, woofy hugs. Oh.
Okay, I think I'm gonna need a stealth check there from you to combat Ollie's perception. You may as well ask that question out loud then.
He whispers to Helena if she works for him.
Helena will look at you. I don't know to which him you're referring, but I work for no man.
You just kind of shrugs and, alright, never mind then.
Farewell. Strange,
Bye,
suspicious
Lucy.
man. Farewell, all of your friends.
Hi, Havana.
Bye.
Oh, you're our friend. This
Bye-bye.
guy's new. You know how it is.
Hi, friends.
Stay
He just kind
safe.
of goes back and
Try not to die.
You too. You especially. Oh, yes.
She will like lean over to Ollie and Arazid He's a bit weird.
Yeah, I also thought
I know. I think he can be nice, though.
I mean, yeah, but we also kind of thought that about Kesu for a while, and look at us now. Anyways, not that that's related in any way. Not that that's... Okay, have a safe trip. We love you. Bye.
See you guys.
We love you.
And they begin
What's a
to.
spell we're going
walk
to
off.
need?
Do you break fast and break camp?
Yes.
I don't know. It feels like it's gonna get pretty icy up in this.
Whoops.
All right,
That's supposed to be 12 rations.
Yeah.
Not suddenly just magically making another like 100 rations.
I was gonna say, Sunny, are you making breakfast or are we eating rations?
Probably eating rations, as I don't think Sunny wants to waste. There's been a lot of things where Sunny's needed 3rd level spells lately.
Oh, okay.
Like, a lot.
They have been pretty clutch. Okay. You guys have a little breakfast. Pack up your little camp. On the road again. So which direction are you guys heading in? Towards Lochmond, right?
I must go, but
yeah.
I hope you guys have a great rest of your session.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, we will miss you.
I
Take
assume
care,
you're
Dewey.
going to be getting arrows at Lochmond?
Yeah.
At the next available place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this has been the last session of the year. So take care of yourself, Dewey, and see you in the new year.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna talk to you before that. We
Oh, of
talk a
course,
lot.
yes.
We chat.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, bye. It's a shame we could have fit in seeing Tasser again.
Yeah. So now we're gonna all vote past that.
We're just going to walk past.
Yeah, we could see her like with Aegis down by the river practicing their die stuff, and we're just like, oh, nope.
I imagine that you will stop for like a little bit. I'll roleplay that with Arazid in my own time though, so they can have like a nice conversation.
Oh yeah, maybe we could do that as like an out of game one, right? Like our little layover.
Yeah, it will be a little while. So you guys make it back to the road as day is setting once more.
We're close to Lochmond, aren't we? Let's just push through, get there.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Feel confident?
I mean, if we don't, and we camp here, Sunny's okay with making waffles. Mushrooms. Mushroom waffles. Unless it's Tuesday.
You guys arrive at Lochmond as night sets.
Alright. I haven't been here recently. Where's a tavern?
There is
I
no
don't know
tavern.
if there is one. Yeah.
So to refresh your memory, Lochmond is essentially just a lake, with a little bridge going over the river that feeds into the lake, and it has like one building, a tent really, where guards go to sleep, and then the rest of it is just guards all around the perimeter, making sure no one takes any water without paying. These are guards of Naglamund.
So,
But they've all been replaced by now.
I guess we can rest here now that we've gotten here.
Upon further approach to the lock, you see that there is a couple of small grave mounds built near the cliffside.
Are you shitting me right now? Okay, let's go check out the size of these grave mounds. Does one look like it would hold a large turtle and the other one a rather small, oh my gosh, what is Arazid?
Gnomes?
Is he a gnome? I was
He's a
going,
gnome.
why does that sound offensive?
Arazid is a gnome. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. Hence
As
the
is his sister.
ridiculously long name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but yeah, let's go check out the dimensions of these mountains.
None of them seem big enough to fit a turtle inside.
Okay.
However, one is quite small.
Oh, dang.
If they're not big enough to wait, what are you trying to shove? I've just realized. What are you trying to shove Sunny inside of?
No, we're worried about Aegis and Tassa. 'Cause this is like right by where they hang out, and now there's freshly dug graves here.
I don't know how I missed that.
Do you think Nick and Dolly went around killing after they gave us our gifts?
A guard approaches you. Welcome to the lock.
Hello, sir.
You are interested in
guard
these
lady.
graves? Is there someone that you are missing?
Who do they belong to?
Yeah, who are these people?
That one there points to the first one, which is a normal humanoid sized one, is of Yonti that we caught sneaking around.
Okay.
That one there was someone who was trying to steal water. And that one there was a strange occurrence. A small,
How so?
A small creature just walked out into the middle of the lake before we could stop it.
Oh, okay.
And by the time we recovered the body, it had they had already drowned.
Oh,
And
that sounds
mysteriously
super
turned
weird.
out of character, and I assume mysteriously turned into a skeleton because all their meat had just evaporated off of them. Very weird.
It was very weird. You're correct.
Damn it, that was not meant to be. No, screw it.
Half the stuff you say out of character, firstly, would really fit
I'm-
Sunny and really fit the moment.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point. Well, apart from the fitting Sunny thing, I'd like to think Sunny has it. I'd like to think with the wisdom of goddamn 20, Sunny is smart enough to not mention that he knows the bones didn't have meat on them.
Weird. Have you guys checked the acidity of this lake recently?
We
You
have.
just kind of turns and walks off towards the lake.
Yeah, the Lockmon piranhas, feisty little bastards.
Thank you, your guardliness.
Excuse me. He shouts after
okay.
you. If you are wanting to interact with the lock, it'll be 5 gold.
Yeah, they just buried a guy for doing that.
No, I think I know somebody that works around here. I'm just going to go see them. He just kind of waves a hand. Is that okay, or do I still have to pay?
Who is it you're looking for?
You know what? It's just going to be simpler. And he just throws 5 gold.
Very well. He picks the gold up. You may drink of the lake until 24 hours are up.
Yeah. You just kind of wanders off.
Well, I'm not gonna go anywhere near the lake, so I guess I'm fine. Thank you so much. It was lovely to see you, and we're just gonna... I guess we're gonna follow you, and we're gonna see what's happening with that.
The guard will follow you, but at a bit of a distance. He is watching your moves.
Okay, okay. What about you guys? Are you gonna come along, Sunny?
I
Solas? Arazid?
have no idea what Sunny would do in this situation. I mean, he already got rid of the talk to dead spell, so making new friends is out of the question.
You want to talk to the water stealer? Right, just the water stealer.
No, I mean, I just said he got rid of that spell. He doesn't have that option.
Oh, okay.
I really need. At some point, I need to remember to use that inspiration just so I can,
Get another.
get another one if they turn up.
I made that mistake with Kisu. I'm not gonna make that same mistake again.
Is there anything in particular that you guys do here, besides pass the evening in the normal way?
Pass the evening in the normal way. I mean,
Yeah.
Sunny's down to like 7 gold. He can't even afford the water.
Oh, Ollie is freaking stalking you.
If if worst
you know-
comes to worst, Arazid will probably share some hot chocky.
If you ever catches Ollie, like walking around with him, like near him or whatever, like watching him, he's going to more or less just go about regular business, kind of looking about and everything.
Okay.
And he's, just
Well, Ollie will try to be as discreet as possible to prevent you from catching up on her skeevings. She's been sneakier, but not much.
Is she sneakier than you as Perceptor?
yeah. I'm gonna say I have a very good passive perception, but not that good.
And
Yeah.
technically, you're not passively perceiving Ollie, you're making an active effort. To
You're
look for her.
actively perceiving.
Well, I mean, I can technically get it with a 19 or 20.
Yeah.
No.
That was exactly the opposite direction you needed to go in there, buddy.
Whoops.
I don't know
that
if
was
you.
rolled wrong.
Yeah. I don't know if you meant to whisper that, but
No,
y'all,
I
he rolled
didn't.
a nat 1.
Yeah. I didn't. I forgot that I had a toggle on.
You're walking along. Ollie is 5 feet behind you.
The guards somehow also don't see Ollie 5 feet away. So I mean, yeah, he's just gonna drink from the lake a bit, fill up his water skin.
Maybe it's not your fault.
Tocyrn.
Maybe Ollie's changed form into Shang Ollie, who we've never seen before.
You literally, you crouches down, and in the reflection of the water can be seen
He's Ollie.
Ollie behind him, but you doesn't see it. You's looking elsewhere because you was on a mission. Yes. Eventually morning will pass then. Actually, so I was, the thing that...
Wait, has anyone seen the live-action Avatar?
Yes,
That-
don't
that
talk
would
about it.
That scene where Aang is standing right behind Zuko.
I don't remember it.
I
shit.
don't know how the
owned
fuck to
Blu-ray,
find that in a
and
gift.
So
Oh, he's standing right behind.
Very bad
Zuko looks behind him and he's just leading with him. And it's just so stupid.
So Bailey, we were gonna text roleplay that, but because Ollie is stealthed so well, if you were going to go about doing this, she would see it as well. Should we just do it now?
Yeah, I guess. In a very roundabout way, Hugh's going around before kind of narrowing in on somebody. He kind of leans into one of the guards, and I'm not sure. Would Ollie hear what he says, or?
With that difference in roles, yeah, Ollie would hear.
All right, he kind of leans in and just goes, We speak in private.
Aye.
You kind of like she like nods towards the like tent or like house or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can skirt round there.
You's gonna kind of like insist on going inside.
Yeah. He also does not spot Ollie. Outside is no good. Too many people inside. Run back. Better.
You just kind of nods and follows the guard.
The pair of you stand behind the tents. There is standing
Actually,
between
the trio.
yeah, standing between you is a very well-built man with pecs barely hidden, more accentuated by the cut of his blouse that is tied around his sternum.
You just kind of like yawns and so the situation up there.
Well, you'll want to clear out by the morning. The army is going to be marching down here.
That's the plan.
I got word that they left yesterday. Armies are slow.
They are. You kind of reaches into his bag and then in like yawn kind of attempts to very much without anyone seeing move hand something over. Not sure if you want me to sleight of hand that.
That would be a sleight of hand. And if Ollie wants to try and look, that would be versus a perception check from you.
Okay.
Where's
You
the
as
sleight
in
of
Ollie.
hand?
Oh, sorry. Yes. That is confusing.
It would just be a piece of paper folded and sealed. You wouldn't be able to read anything on it.
Ollie can't read.
Oh,
yeah.
I can
Well, that
read. I
works.
can read Elvish and Common. Come on.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sunny can't read.
Yeah.
Sunny
That's
can
it.
also
read, he
couldn't
just
read.
can't read common.
Yeah, Kisu couldn't read.
So he
can
can't
only
read.
He can only read the languages that were naturally in his head when he was born and were
Right.
put in there by a goddess.
Okay, fair enough.
None of which anyone writes anything in. Because who the hell on this planet writes in Aquan? Even
you just kinda-
Honey doesn't do that.
I mean, people
just kinda
tried, but
gives-
the water kind of runs.
You kind of gives a nod. I trust you now. Do with it.
I'll hand this over to Wilburn, and he'll hand it over to him.
Kind of nods. Very well. Everything's in there. He'll know. Thank you. And you just kind of hands him over gold as well. Not trying to hide that.
Thank you very much, Squire.
Yep. And then you just walks away as he kind of moves in a very roundabout way, going back to the lake, kind of washing his sword a bit, taking another drink. Very roundabout as he then returns to the group.
Okay.
Okay, Ollie doesn't see that whole roundabout washing the sword in the lake. None of that shit, because she's got a new topic of interest. And that would be the guard with the note.
Okay.
So what does the guard do after they separate?
The guard puts the gold piece in one pouch and slips the note, like kind of between his shirt and his trousers.
Mm-hmm.
It disappears under the layers of fabric. Then his hand comes
Alrighty.
away noteless.
Okay. Okay. So, and then how does he leave the area?
he kind of he sniffs a bit, he spits on the ground, he like shiftily looks from side to side and then walks in the opposite direction to where you went.
All right.
Back to where he was before.
So Ollie's gonna try to curtail around, and then she's gonna see him. So Ollie's gonna pop open the robe a little. She's gonna put on her best hair and skin. She is no longer looking like General Shang.
Okay.
Not that I actually know this guy's sexual preference, but I'm just hoping. And Ollie's gonna go up and she's gonna say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just looking for a guard, somebody that I could give some gold to, so that I could go and take a dip in the lake."
You can give the gold to me there.
Oh, okay. So Ollie's gonna like seductively reach into her fanny pack and pull out the 5 pieces of gold, and then she's gonna be like counting them out, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so dumb. 1, 2," and then she's gonna like slip and she's gonna drop the gold onto the ground in front of him. Yes, yes, yes. And she's gonna do the old, I can't remember what it's called.
The old bend and snap.
The old bend and snap. Yeah.
Would you notice this at all? Kind of like where he's at.
I feel like
you're washing your sword, buddy.
Well, while he would be washing his sword, I can assume, knowing Yu's character, that he would keep an eye on the guard, and then presumably, possibly, see Ollie. Since you're no longer being stealth, okay. So I need you to roll a perception check, and I need Ollie to roll a persuasion, aka roll to seduce. Okay, you definitely see this. And and you should be very, very happy that I rolled a 1 on that d4. I was rolling for his sexual preference.
You kind of
What are the other?
Begins walking towards her.
So it was straight, gay, bi, or ace.
Nice.
In that order.
Okay, so Ollie's gonna bend and snap, and then just kind of like trip and like fall onto him, like, "Oh gosh, I'm so sorry." And then she's gonna try to sleight of hand his trousers to get that note.
We'll resolve what Yu does before moving on to that encounter.
Yu's gonna like walk over very briskly and just like karate chop the back of Ollie's head and go, "What are you doing here?"
What? Come on, you can't be that close. You can't be that close.
Yeah, that's the thing. You wouldn't have been quite close enough because the guard specifically tried to walk in an opposite direction from you, but you can certainly start on your walking.
Yeah. He points his sword toward like the in between where they are, as he chants. Where is that one? "Run as you might, the wrath of the sun will come, distance won't matter," and fires a firebolt on them.
Who are you aiming at?
Between the two of them.
Okay.
Like,
how the fuck would I roll that? Well, roll the attack.
Like, he's not trying to do anything, but he's trying to like get the guard to snap out.
Yeah.
Right? He's just like nearby, just a firebolt here.
But
just
yeah,
flying.
roll for the accuracy, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so that firebolt doesn't go through, but it lands kind of in the sand about 5 feet away from them.
What's the AC of empty space?
8.
Okay, Ollie is going to like terrifiedly like jump and like, you know, like basically jump into the guard's arms, like, "Oh my gosh, oh, there's fire!" And then she's gonna sleight of hand.
Roll the sleight of hand.
Right now.
Nat 20!
Yu's going to be like moving at full speed.
Yeah.
Can I
know
get
his full
an
speed is
assist on
quite
this?
speedy.
Yes.
Could I have advantage on this? Because, like, he's definitely distracted as hell. Like, you know,
You don't know
Oh,
that for sure.
flames just shot over at him. A girl is in his arms. Like, okay. Damn it.
Because the thing
I
is,
should have
he's a
called that
guard.
one.
He's fairly good at watching, and he seems to be familiar with duplicity. He drops you,
Oh.
and he kind of stumbles back a bit, and he shouts, "Get your hands away from my penis!"
Ollie's gonna go, "Whew, was worth a shot," and then she's gonna dash away.
As kind of you gets closer, you're just gonna shout, "Don't mind our rogue."
I think you need to find a nice bed to tumble around in. That was quite aggressive.
As he gets closer, you will yell towards like Ollie. What did I tell you about the guards here? They're aligned with Neglamund.
Ollie's fucking running. Ollie's not listening. You just tried to burn her hair up.
You will see the guard like checking around his waistband again, and like he stops, and then like looks up at you and like gives a thumbs up, like all's good.
You lets out a sigh as he kind of sheathes his sword. I'm guessing Ollie's like nowhere in the vicinity, so won't hear anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of looks. Send word along that might be compromised. I'm gonna work. He then turns and, kind of, before he starts walking off, mind yourself around them. Make sure everybody along the chain knows. And just kind of walks off.
I'm fairly familiar with the knowings of your group, but it's hard to keep wary of someone whose face changes on a whim.
Yes.
You
I'm
fucking
trying.
told him I'm a changeling?
Unless
Talk about a
he's the
duplicitous
changeling.
bitch.
It is. And it's something that I even struggle to keep track of. However, I'm trying my best.
What the fuck? Motherfucking you is Kesu? That would be crazy.
Oh, that was an idea. Does you head back to the camp? Does Ollie head back to the camp? What's happening at
Ollie
the camp?
So you begins moving, like, he sheathes his sword, and he just... It's not like he's running, but he's definitely moving, like, full speed. Like, full movement, and then, It's not like he's dashing towards the camp, but he's not making a roundabout way anymore.
Dashing to the hoe.
What is Ollie doing, sorry?
Oh, Ollie is also running, but she's definitely got a head start.
That's true.
So who makes it first?
Ollie would.
Can't beat triple dash.
Oh, Sully. Sully. Oh my god. Solas. Sunny. Arazid. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know about this you guy, and I'm just going to tell you guys really quickly because I think he's right on my tail. He's got like this thing going on with the guards around here. He was passing them notes. He's like, send it up the chain. You do the thing, send it to the guy. It's all about him, and it seemed like the him was capitalized. I'm just saying, we might not be able to trust this guy completely. I tried to seduce somebody, and he fucking tried to burn me alive. So, yeah. So, basically, everybody
Sunny
be
came
cool.
away with understanding here is that, okay, basically we like Henry, and these are Henry's guards, and you is friends with all of the guards of the person that we like.
Sunny,
Also,
he tried...
Ollie tried to hit on. Also, apparently, Ollie tried to hit on you.
Ollie, no,
That is what
Sunny,
that
Sunny.
is what Sunny has come away with understanding. I'm not
Sunny,
saying this out loud. I'm not saying Sunny is saying this out loud. This is Sunny's understanding of what you just said, based on your exact word choice.
Alright. Okay. So I assume that you is like coming up now.
What has Solas and Sunny been doing while everyone else has been away? Because Arazid, I
Solas-
presume, has gone up the river and is visiting Tessa.
Solas has just been chilling, ironically. And yeah, he's just kind of been sitting around, kind of just waiting for the point where they move on.
Honest, I've been too busy listening to the crazy adventures of Ollie and not Ollie to have any clue what Sunnin's been doing this entire. I just assume he's been watching the sunset, cause fucking I
Yep.
can't think of anything else he's been doing.
Sunny's
What
been
the fuck
chilling,
have I been
Solas has
listening
been
to?
chilling. Fair enough.
Yes.
And then you arrives.
What the hell were you thinking?
What the hell were you thinking?
That is the one freaking cute guard in this damp ass hellhole. God, man, you
You're
don't
an
think I have
adventurer.
needs?
How was I supposed to let my best friend go out with an adventurer?
You
You could
sound
end
like
up
I.
any day. Do you think I want my friend? Do you think I want Joseph to end
Joseph?
up not knowing if his girlfriend is dead or alive?
I wasn't gonna be his girlfriend. I was just gonna be his friend for the night. And I
That's
think
even
Joseph...
worse. The
Oh,
man has
is
just
it?
gone through a terrible breakup. His
You know
wife
what?
just died.
The only way that you can get over somebody is to. There's a saying here.
Get under
So-
somebody?
His wife.
Maybe this is exactly what Joseph needed. I was dropping the signals and Joseph was picking them up, and then you just had to go and blow it all up.
His
I don't
child
think you're a very good friend.
died of the black lung, and suddenly his wife decides to leave him, and he was transferred out here for something new.
I thought you said his wife just died. Get your story straight. You don't even know what happened to your best friend's wife? What kind of a man are you? I know what happened to Arazid's wife. She's right here.
Because
Just kidding.
Now that was a masterful deception on both ends.
Yeah.
like
If you
just
ever-
seems very exacerbated. Of like, I can't believe you. Do you just go around sleeping with any man who walks about just if it'll make you feel better or if it'll get you
And
something?
you won. And no, what was I gonna
So
get
what?
from it?
You have. It's only if they're cute or whatever. What?
Absolutely, it's only if they're cute. I'm not out here. I'm not out here trying to get with guys who look
What?
like
So
you.
all you
Frankly.
care about is appearances, then?
Yeah, that's kind of my deal.
I did not realize how shallow you are.
I'm a
Holy shit.
changeling.
Well, this group was short-lived with you. We're gonna need Bailey to make a third character. What are you gonna go with this time? Wait, let me guess. It's still a monk.
I think this is going pretty well. I think that you is meshing with the party.
My God, for the love of the sun! Here
Yeah,
I am
For the
thinking
love
that
of me getting laid, man.
I'm very
Only
glad
one
I
good-
stopped you.
No, only one
Seducing
good-looking
Joseph.
fucking guard around here, and holy shit. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'm sure Joseph right now is thinking, oh, thank God, my good buddy you. I meet a cute girl for the first time since my wife left me and died, and he just goes and fucking fireballs the. Oh my God, you're such a dick.
Is that like a fire? Is that like a cock block, but a fire block, or a
Go to the
cock
fucking
fire?
cock block.
Cockfire.
What?
I think I'd go with flaming cock block. It works on so many levels.
There we go. We have an episode title.
Cockfire.
Either that or flaming cock block.
Oh, come on. Nick sack of balls. Nick sack of balls.
Yes, that. Flaming cock and Nick sack of balls.
Yeah.
There you go.
Our
There's
views
the
just
episode
suddenly
title.
got-
Well,
I really don't understand why.
Yeah, well, you
think
know,
you
not
have to go
everybody is a
about
complete fucking social recluse. Happiness is, so I don't see why you would understand you. I don't understand you.
Good.
Maybe no woman ever could.
I'm normal. I don't go around looking at cute women and thinking that they're nothing more but a lay. I at least have standards.
Oh, yeah. Oh, tell me how far your standards have gotten you. I definitely, oh yeah, I see all the bitches lined up going, oh, you, oh, I love you. No, I don't see any of that. I just see you hanging around saying all of your friends are dudes. So maybe I'm not the one with the problem. Because if you look around here, all of my friends are dudes and a couple of girls who I maybe have a little bit of a conflict with because I'm thinking Tassa here, okay? I'm thinking Tassa. But Harena likes me.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying, I can... No.
You think Arazid's brother or sister is your competition?
You don't even know. You can't even tell that Tassa's a sister? That Tassa's a woman? I don't
That's
think...
a
I don't
woman's
think you're
name!
That's what this is. You're in love with Joseph. That's why you did it.
his name is definitely Joseph now.
Well, maybe you should go and tell Joseph your feelings before we leave. Maybe that'll make you feel better. And you know what? Love's love. I'm not going to step in the way of that. But if you ever do that to me again, I'm going to take your little flame sword and I'll fucking fill it with blood.
You see you go through a vast variety of emotions.
Do I love Joseph? Is that what's wrong with me?
You both seem to
Have I been lying to myself?
quite well deflected away from the real crux of the matter, and seem to have actually generated a whole new disagreement. This is beautiful, this is masterful, this is everything I hoped for.
I agree with the monkey picture.
You know what? Maybe you're right. I've never thought of him that way.
Maybe you should go talk to him. And
How can I face him again?
You didn't seem to have a problem with it 5 minutes ago. Just dash your little ass back up, dash your pretty little butt back over there, and tell him how you feel. We'll all be here. You know, so you can pat your back if it doesn't turn out great.
I don't know. I think he could use a good night's rest. Perhaps I'll speak to him in the morning before we leave.
All right, well, you know, I'm rooting for you.
So wait, you's not straight.
You was just coming to this realization.
But is it... Wait, if you's not straight, does that mean his sword is a boomerang?
Okay, explain.
Because it's bent.
Oh.
It's not a boomerang, it's a scimitar.
Good point!
He can be a little bent as a treat.
Alright, I believe it is high time we do get some rest. The night is, you know.
Yeah. Let's all get some shut eye.
Perhaps more level heads will prevail in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah, maybe you should take the first watch. Sounds like you got a lot of stuff to think about.
Solas and Sunny are just kind of sitting, watching now. If
My eyes
anyone
work
has
best
those
in the
banged grain
dark.
rations left.
If only we had some of the popped corn.
Yeah, Sonny's just munching on the snacks watching this.
Yeah.
Which I need to cross off the sheet, because I have tons of those things.
Yes, best to actually consume the consumable items. Okay.
I figure I got through 3 packs watching that. Also, you just said something about level heads in the morning, and Sonny's just sitting there thinking he is going to be so disappointed when he realizes she's like this 24/7.
That is his character arc to take. Morning comes. You have all gained a long rest. Benefit?
Did we level up from that fight?
No! No, I am considering giving Bailey inspiration. I would give it to I would give it to you as well, Em, but I'm pretty sure you don't have a free inspiration slot right now.
Well, wait, no, I used it. I'm sure I used it.
When?
I
Oh,
can't
it is
remember
empty.
when.
Fair enough. Well, I'll give it to both of you like I intended to then.
Hey.
One M and one Bailey are inspired.
I'm inspired.
The DM's way of going, nice.
So I think we get up in the morning, and you kind of looks towards the lake and everything. Oh, we should probably get going.
From this direction, y'all can hear trumpets and a lot of stomping feet.
It appears that I don't have time to speak with Joseph.
Yeah, I feel like we should be going almost immediately. Let's get going, because that is very bad. And Solas just stands up and packs up all his stuff and just begins walking.
Fair enough. You guys eat on the move, I take it?
Yep.
Ollie's gonna also pack up everything.
Why do I feel there's a butt coming?
With
Wow.
Ollie, there's always a but. It's always quite clearly there.
Well, maybe let's not expect Ollie's butt to be in the wiggliest mood today.
Okay. You guys get
So
round
Ollie
the
has
lake.
a new butt. Again.
Arazid has rejoined you, by the way, in the morning. It appears that he spent the night in the cave with Tassa, though.
Not like that, I assume.
Bro, they're brother and sister, and they're not called Lannisters. You see the first signs of the army cresting over the cliff as you leave Lochmond.
Waddle faster.
Then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. Okay.
Bloody
I
grapes.
really hope Joseph will do well in this war. Be a shame for him to die for nothing.
Imagine if his name was actually Hugo.
Did you tell him? Did you even go and talk to him? Did you tell him how you feel, you?
Yes, I was. Oh no, we had to leave. Did you not hear the army coming? We left in a panic.
Wait a second. Wait one hot second. You stopped me from getting him and then you didn't even try?
Do you want to be
Go back.
at the lock?
No, you go back. You go tell him. We'll wait here. I did not. I did not give up on that hot piece of butt for you to do nothing.
Sunny, do you
Maybe he's-
do you break this up at all in your desire to waddle faster?
No, because that would mean waddling slower. Just like... This is like the tortoise and the hare. Only the hare isn't asleep, it's arguing with another hare, while the tortoise is just... Vroom. Sonny will wait for him on the horizon.
We're at the split anyways. Which way are we going?
Presumably down, because it doesn't... Well, we could... I assume this way, because it's not that way.
There have been some conflicting opinions on this direction.
I say we
Either
call that way Plan B.
Getting to the crossroads brings you to another night out in the desert.
Oh hey, I recognise that rock!
It's one of the first things that comes up when you type rock into Roll20.
You silently sits drawing or doing some work in his book.
Sunny Sacred Flames the rock. That rock looks sus.
The rock heats up. You hear a lot of like a hissing, whining, little bit of pew pew as some of the rock settles.
That rock is not sus.
Ollie's just fucking pissed, making sandcastles and stomping them to nothing.
You calmly sits, just trading.
Okay. So
He's working on his E's tonight.
I realise
He better be fucking working on his letter to Joseph.
So you guys are in the camp, but I'm gonna go back to the world map because that's pertinent to the discussion, and I feel like you may need it. Where do you guys decide to go? Which fork do you take?
Well, we can either go to a really hostile city that doesn't like people that turn up, or we can go to Jaras.
Or we could go to the Blue Rock Lake, like Solas had said.
Well, I mean, it works either way. We end up if we go to Duras, we work our way down. Go to the lake first, then way up. Just a matter of which one you go first.
Sunny is in favour of the new place because it's not Jaras.
Yeah, no, I liked that plan that we go down to Blue Rock Lake and then we head up the riverbed up into Jaras. We take the elevator. It's all good. I like it.
All right. Oh.
So we're not going to see if Grove has an orb.
Well, no.
I feel like Grove's just filled with dicks.
Oh yes, but also
You will fit in fine. Hey, you. How about you go to Grove?
Sounds like Ollie would thoroughly enjoy herself there.
Come to think of it,
I'm
you may be
sure
right.
that a place full of, supposedly full of trees and life would have a lot of
Full of
pretty people for
penises.
you to lay with.
Full of penises. Yeah, for you too. Oh, or is it just Joseph now? What is this? You working on your love letter?
Now I'm practicing my E. Calligraphy is an art form.
Wait, I'm just gonna stomp sand.
Okay.
Would you prefer if I made some of that into glass for you to shatter?
No, you know what? I wouldn't. I would prefer if you just kept your stinking Joseph cock blocking, fire flinging fucking face. Ollie's just gonna fucking okay. I'm just hissy fit. Hissy fit ensues. Hissy fit in the sand. It's bad. It's not good.
Okay. Ollie
Ollie
takes out
has
her
a lot.
aggression and her of both a normal and a sexual nature.
sexual frustration.
Well, like, takes that out on the ground.
Yep.
I like we've found the same picture. Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
one. Demon wins.
I always win.
Yeah, it's true.
I disagree.
The chips are pretty strong with this one.
Short fight, I better win.
I like how the pictures keep getting bigger as you go down.
Yeah.
Like the tantrum is growing.
So, you make camp for the evening. The night then passes.
Eventually, Ollie tires herself out and drags herself back to her bedroll. God, would you please move my bedroll? I want to be as far away from this fucking bastard as possible.
Move it yourself.
Thanks, God. Thanks, God.
You the OG. There's more rolling involved when it's Ollie, I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, so morning will break there. And I assume with that you guys head more down to Blue Rock Lake.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see precious few people on the road going down this way. Until you hit the crossroads, and there is a fairly steady stream of people going to and from. You also see in the mountains over here a rather ornate looking building has been set against the mountain.
Like recently set?
No, it's been it looks like it's quite old. It's been there a while.
Yeah. Who
Oh,
wants
is
to
that-
bet?
Yes, Bailey, it is what you're thinking it is.
Hey.
Oh, good. It's not what
do you
I'm
have
thinking.
any
it is.
knowledge of this place?
Would you? Would you? Roll a religion check.
I'm not.
Oh, this is where fucking Casey learned how to cliff jump.
If anyone else wants to look at this building and go, I wonder what that is, they can roll history or religion.
I'll be happy to do that. Give me the law. Give me the neutral law.
You could have a little law. Yeah, you has heard of this. Ollie and Sunny, it has actually been mentioned to you. So, like at the very recesses of your mind, you go, "Oh yeah, I think Casey mentioned he was from here. Maybe that's his faction's building." You're not entirely sure, but you think you're right.
Sonny is always right. There was a time Sonny thought he was wrong, but it turned out he was mistaken.
Fair enough.
Except for the time Sonny was left.
Do you guys make camp here for the evening?
Is anybody injured? I know Ollie's ego might be bruised. Perhaps the monks can help.
Oh, initiate biggest fucking eye roll ever.
Eyes just go into the back of your skull.
This is not the sass I expected. But it is the sass I love.
Ollie's just been holding back these past few days. She just needs to let go.
She's had to pretend to be a functional human being in Nagelman for so long.
Yep.
Oh, Naglamund was my shit. Like, seriously?
Yeah, fair.
See, now she has things to complain about.
Yeah, exactly. We're not in the cool fucking city with all of its power hierarchies and all like the different exciting people to go visit, like Kendall and fucking Bright Steel and Jason Momoa ass looking sexy motherfucker and Lady
And constantly
Godiva
getting
to
new
get me all
dresses.
pushed out, and then we're having all of our meals at the Broken Mast, and there's Meccan, and oh my god, I miss Nagelmund. I miss the shit out of Nagelmund, and I'm grumpy.
Well, technically, McCann was a traveller, so you never know.
She was often there. She did not travel at great pace.
True, but I wouldn't be surprised if we find her on the battlefield. You
I wouldn't
know,
be surprised if we found her
sampling the
literally
new tastes.
2 pubs down from the Broken Mast.
Like, this slaughtered body is just the right texture of pummeled.
Yeah, that would actually be really freaking
This
funny
meat is so
if there was
tenderized.
Meccan's grill. Like she's just over there. She started a business. She's like, why waste all this meat?
Sounds
maybe
of
we'll
DM
find
scribbling
Macan's
furiously.
We'll find Macan's true competitor, a lizard man. While Macan is constantly trying the tastes that are prepared in the kitchen, he tries the tastes that are found out in the world.
Ooh, I like it.
Or maybe it's a perfect romance waiting to happen.
Well, that's how it ends, but that's not how it starts.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it starts with a competitor and ends with a love of food, shared love of food. And then we just wait to see who dies first, because if it's her, that's only going to end one way.
At least you know what they'll be eating at the funeral.
I've been tenderizing you for years.
Tenderize me harder. Anyway,
You may not be my father, but I'm still going to call you daddy.
the next morning,
Oh no.
the next morning, you guys will eventually make your way to what was once all Blue Rock Lake, which is all of this crater.
So we're not going to Grove, the place we think has the water.
No, you're going to the place that has the water.
The water orb.
The plan was to go up the lake, up and round to Dras, then follow the road back down to Grove. So basically, we double back on ourselves and then go further west if we don't find it.
Seems like the weird direction to go in, if I'm honest. I feel like
Yeah,
it would have been easier to go.
Oh, I love it.
I would have thought it was just easier to go to Grove and then double back, because it's a far shorter distance to
I
double
don't
back
think
on.
Sunny wants to go to Duras.
Yeah, Sunny really doesn't want to go to Duras.
But also consider the fact that it was west of, like, the mountains, we assume.
Well, we know there was one in the west and one in the east, and Grove was pretty westward.
That was 1,000 years ago, though. Either way, we're gonna end it there for today.
Okay.